Like and subscribe, and share it with a friend. Let me preface by saying that to know everything doesn't mean you know everything. It just means that you recognize ignorance from intelligence. Now, they said that to protect Ukraine, they're going to build these cement boxes miles and miles long for defense to protect who? I mean, aren't the soldiers supposed to be protecting the people in the cities whose electricity power plants have been bombed and they don't have electricity? Now, I'm not, they're not reporting this, so these people may not have water, gas. Now, how long are they going to be in these cement boxes? Do they have bathrooms in them? Refrigerators? What's to stop a bomb from hitting it and locking them inside? You know, this reminds me of the gate in the United States that is supposed to keep the Mexicans out, and you can go to Walmart and buy a 99.95 saw and cut through it. This was Trump's idea, one of his ideas. You can also save the 99.95 and wait for the fence. Wait for the wind to blow it down. Because if you've seen it, you know it has these poles going straight up. Then it has this flat thing at the top. And that flat part at the top is what the wind on a real windy day, that's what the wind pushes and knocks it down. Then you have rivers and streams that you can't put the fence over. But I've got a better idea than the cement box and the fence. I say dig a moat and put alligators in it. Yeah, dig a moat, I say about 10 feet wide, 10 feet deep, and then let's fill it with alligators and crocodiles. That makes as much sense as those cement box. In fact, none of those things make any sense. If this is what you have to do to protect your people, then you need to surrender. You need to surrender. The purpose of the army is to fight, not to hide. If you have to hide, you have no reason to be fighting if you have to hide. They've lost 1/4 of Ukraine. They don't have, and another thing, if you've got to ask other people for money to buy military equipment with, you need to give up because that is not consistent. That is not consistent because they can cut your money off anytime. If you can't depend on yourself, you can't depend on anyone else. And if you can depend on them, will what you need get there in time? You see, this is why I try to tell people, don't believe what I'm saying, think for yourself. Because I'm going to tell you this, a person that doesn't think for himself, he's going to see this picture and he's going to say, great idea. No, it's not. They have bombs that can break through that cement box, just like they have saws that can cut the fence between the United States and Mexico. And if they've been building these things with United States tax dollars, they have been throwing our money away again. I'm going to leave the link to the video talking about this at the end of the at the end, and you can see. I mean, figure it out for yourself. And do me a favor, like and subscribe. Hit the bell button so other people can see this nonsense and how our money is being wasted. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Russia, the only reason why Russia attacked Ukraine is because the United States had 10 chemical weapon plants in the Ukraine being ran by the CIA. Now, since Ukraine is not in NATO, then Putin can't blame it on NATO and the United States because Ukraine is acting alone. So see, they are playing Ukraine. They're playing him. They played him. They played him, and now they're making a fool out of him, and all they're doing is throwing away money. Don't believe me? Think about it for yourself. And don't forget, hit the bell icon. Come on, now so I can get at least 1,000 subscribers. Easy.